In the previous episode on concepts, we left out the Chinese and Korean versions, not due to lack of content, but because they warrant their own episode. Well then, let's take a look at them. In the 2010s, the main focus of the Chinese was copying expensive brands. Here are some of the most scandalous and well-known examples. Landwind X7, which completely copied the English Range Rover. Lafan 320, which looks exactly like the Mini Cooper. Or the Zodi SR9 in the style of the Porsche Macan. But as of today, in 2021, what's the situation with concept cars on the Chinese market? First, let me introduce to you the electric sports car NIO EP9. The battery packs are placed on the sides of the car for better weight distribution, and instead of a floor, there's a huge diffuser for improved aerodynamics. Each wheel is equipped with its own electric motor with a reduction gear, which altogether helps the NIO deliver a power output of 1,360 horsepower. The car weighs a couple of hundred kilograms less than the Bugatti Chiron, so it has outstanding acceleration dynamics, 2.7 seconds to reach 100 kilometers per hour. These characteristics helped NIO become the champion among electric sports cars on the famous Nürburgring track. The next representative of this category was the Tech Rules Ren RS, which, by its appearance alone, makes it clear that its design was handled by Italians. Incredible lines. White and green barchetta. A ticket to the future.
McLaren F1 – 4 электромотора с суммарной мощностью в 1305 лошадиных сил.
In the manner of the McLaren F1 4 electric motors as a result, the first. At insufficient kilometers per hour, this car is not editor, A. Semkin, proofreader, A. Kulikova. But the competitor is NIO. Since it accelerates, it became the most famous one that year. This year, he is a representative of the category that was created in 1936, a representative of the first category, which was established in 1936. This year, he is a representative of the category that was created in 1936.
Еще одним удачным проектом при поддержке европейцев.
This time, for the Spaniards, it was the Hypercar ErgFox GT. The body is a streamlined monocoque, and the car is presented in two configurations. The Road Coupe has 4 electric motors with a peak output of 1,632 horsepower. And the racing version is equipped with a huge rear wing, 6 electric motors that produce a total of 1,020 horsepower and twice as much torque in Newton meters. This model accelerates from 0 to 100 in 2.6 seconds, which is slightly less dynamic than the previous car. And we'll finish our review of Chinese hypercars with the most unexpected model, Hongqi C9. Actually, the company Hongqi is known for its super luxurious sedans for Chinese officials, government members, basically, what are called official cars. But suddenly, a hypercar? And in the creation of this masterpiece, you can also see the hand of Italian masters from Audi, Seat, and Alfa Romeo. A 4-liter V8 engine with twin turbochargers works in tandem with 3 electric motors. The combined output is 1,400 horsepower acceleration to 100 km/h in 1.9 seconds and a top speed of over 400 km/h. It would seem to be cooler and more powerful than all its competitors, but as always, there's a catch. The electric-only range is 40 km. Obviously, these hypercars aren't for regular people. But there's good news even for residents of rural China. For example, NIO ES6 and ES8. Of course, these NIOs are not for mass production. For now, it's just a statement of grand intentions in this regard. An aluminum electric crossover with 600 horsepower and acceleration to 100 km/h in 5 seconds. But the most interesting feature in this model is the swappable batteries, which are charged outside the car itself. And here's another crossover, the second-generation Baidu, which not only became a great competitor to NIO, but also reached the mass market. With the design, though, the Chinese were once again helped by the Italians. And the 4.3S badge means nothing other than the acceleration time to 100 km/h. This crossover comes in several versions: electric, hybrid, and gasoline. They all differ in price and specifications, and the most powerful hybrid version produces almost 450 horsepower in total. However, the Chinese still have a love for copying, or let's say it has just transformed a bit. Here are a couple of examples. Aura is a subsidiary of Great Wall, which presented its cat-themed electric car concept that vaguely resembles something between a Porsche Panamera and a Volkswagen Beetle. And inside the cabin, you'll find nothing less than Bugatti. And here's another model from Aura, this time called Punk Cat, which frankly looks like a four-door variation of the Volkswagen Beetle with a hint of Mini Cooper sprinkled in. Even though this is a 2021 concept, it's clearly inspired by nostalgic designs of the past. The car looks as old school as possible and truly resembles a retro car. What makes the car modern is its electric motor and a cabin full of electronics. There's also a futuristic drone car from the Chinese Google, Baidu, which we covered in detail in another episode. Now, let's move on to the Koreans. Back in the 2010s, the Koreans had some interesting ideas, like the hybrid Kia Ray concept, which was capable of traveling 1,200 kilometers without refueling. Or, for example, a hydrogen car from Hyundai, or Hyundai, as we like to pronounce it. Back then, in the 2010s, this was a cutting-edge idea. But by 2021, concept cars from Korean brands are already quite capable of competing with anyone. This Genesis from Hyundai is equipped with 2 electric motors, with a total power of 305 horsepower and a range of 500 kilometers. The cars will be available in several configurations with rear-wheel and all-wheel drive, and will go on sale starting in 2022. In addition to its sporty character, the car will also be equipped with all the perks of modern life. An unconventional yoke-style steering wheel surrounded by 6 small displays, which also serves as quick-access buttons for activating various systems. And this concept is a prototype not only of a specific model, but of the entire lineup of Hyundai N hot hatchbacks for the near future. This concept is fully track-oriented. The 810 horsepower electric motor accelerates the car from 0 to 100 in 3 seconds. And here is the coupe-shaped autonomous crossover Kia Futuron. The concept also features a UFO-style glass roof, interactive body lighting that responds to objects around the car, and secret specifications that have not yet been disclosed. An unusual solution for the front lighting is used not only by Kia, but also by Hyundai, for example, in their Hyundai Vision T crossover. It also looks like a guest from the super future. Sharp lines, clearly defined wheel arches, and unusual headlights. The Koreans are also experimenting with such unusual vehicle shapes as, for example, trucks. Hyundai has unveiled the Neptune concept truck. The prototype is a semi-autonomous futuristic tractor powered by hydrogen. According to the Korean designers, they drew inspiration for this concept from trains of the 1930s. Instead of side mirrors, the truck is equipped with built-in cameras that help solve the problem of blind spots. Here's another unmanned vehicle. The Prophecy model, which translates as prophecy, has unusual streamlined shapes in the style of the Porsche 911 and Pixel headlights. In the concept, they are used both in the front and rear lights. They are also integrated into the spoiler. The car has coach doors that provide access to 4 seats in the cabin without a central pillar. Since the car was designed as a self-driving vehicle, there are no traditional controls on the center console. Instead of a steering wheel, joysticks are installed on both sides of the driver's seat, and the role of the instrument panel is taken by a digital display stretching across the entire front panel. That's what the Chinese and Koreans are like. Looking at them, it seems that the future we've gotten used to seeing in movies is already very close. Drones, futuristic bodies, and optics, a sea of electronics. But will all of this become everyday life so soon? Let's see. And so that the wait isn't tedious, we recommend checking out a couple more of our episodes. Thanks for watching. See you on the channel.